The only thing in this world that is constant is change. Check out why I changed this YouTube channel, Blind Living. It's our new title. Yes, honey.
Can you believe we are living in the 21st century and there are still people who are unfamiliar with people who are blind and visually impaired? I have heard questions like, how do blind people? Can a blind person? Yes, we can. We just do things differently. So many stereotypes about blindness. Keep watching this channel because we are bringing awareness, we are breaking barriers to create opportunities for people who are blind and visually impaired.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Blind Living. Welcome to Blind Living. I am Mel, that's M-E-L. I am super excited because we have a new channel name. It's Blind Living. We also have a new background. Can't you see in the back? Well, I think I did use this before. I may have used it before. However, yeah, let me tell you. Before I do that, let me tell you. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell if there is one. I'm not really sure. I just heard people say it all the time on YouTube. And I was like, you know what? Hit the notification bell. Hit it. Share it. Subscribe to this YouTube channel because you do not want to miss out on some incredible news. And it's been a long time coming. It's been a couple of months. And the reason for that, I will get into that a little bit later. But a lot of things were happening, a lot of changes, a lot of good things that are happening. Some bad things happen. But despite all of it, despite the obstacles, challenges, guess what? We're back. So a little bit about me. Again, I'm Mel, that's M-E-L. I spell it because sometimes when I say it, it sounds weird. I don't know why. But yes, I am a person who identifies as visually impaired. I lost a significant amount of my sight back in 2007. I actually talk about this briefly in a previous video. So if you would like to, please go back and watch that video. And just to tell you the story to go a little bit deeper, I used to be ashamed of being, or even telling people that I'm visually impaired, or even just saying it out loud. I was embarrassed. Oh my goodness. When I tell you my body would shake, I would feel like so much anxiety in just saying it. So I have to like get myself together. That's what I used to do. Now me been able to just do YouTube videos, be in front of people to share my stories, to share the experience that I've had with vision loss. Also the experience, just going through life, parenting, educating, going through college, finding a career path, starting a nonprofit, all of those great things. Those are things that I had to deal with head on, but also deal with them as a person that's visually impaired. So it's been ups, it's been downs, but it has been something that I am truly honored to say that I've had the opportunity to experience, but also really learn from it, grow from it, and develop so I can reach back and help other people. I'm really grateful for just each opportunity that was given to me and each opportunity that I actually went out for. And that was a lot of them because nothing was given to me, I have to be honest with you. There were a lot of people that were encouraged and inspired by my tenacity and gave me an opportunity. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. However, I had to prove myself a lot of times to people because they do feel like, when I say they, I mean, some people in corporate, leadership, all of those things, they do feel like, okay, you don't have enough experience or you don't know how to do these things. And it's really just having to advocate for yourself and speak up for yourself. And so that's one of the reasons why I actually created this YouTube channel, is to help individuals stand up for themselves, because a career, a job, being able to have that upper mobility and advance in what it is that they're choosing to do as a person that's visually impaired, it's rewarding. It actually helped them to live their best life, a fulfilled life. And so that's another reason why I actually, created this channel. I also created this channel and I changed the name. This is why I changed the name. I changed the name because it was Ladies Living Beyond Limits. And I was reflecting on all of the women that I had a privilege of meeting. And it was such a blessing because I was so inspired and just really just at awe with all of the great things that are being done in the community of blindness. But there are so many men that were doing the same thing. And so I was like, let me change this channel name. Let me incorporate men as well. And so that was another reason. And I really want people to know that there is a spectrum of blindness. So you have, blindness, legally blind. You have people who identify as visually impaired, low vision, partially sighted, however they choose to identify themselves. You allow them to say it, and you just ask the question. Sometimes, hey, do you mind me asking you a question or two, something like that. Just, really, and it's really just you understanding the community. And when I say community, I'm speaking of the blind community. It's really you, coming and having that awareness. And that's what this channel is about. It's bringing awareness, removing stereotypes and misconceptions, but also advocating for upper mobility because opportunities are out there. I just feel like corporate offices, leadership, I feel like, people in the community of sighted, because we live in a sighted world, so you all have to see us, those who are blind, visually impaired, doing things. When I say doing things, I mean that we are competent people, that we have the skills, the ability, the knowledge, and that we can do these things. We are people that can learn as well. We are human. We can also go through training courses, go through, learning different tools and skills to be able to adapt to the workforce and things of that nature. So we are shedding light on that. We are bringing awareness to that. And we are also, and it's not just about, getting a job or having a career, but it's also about, being able to have a social life. Life is important. It's important to have friends, relationships, family. A lot of times people that are visually impaired don't even really hang out with their families anymore, or they, losing sight at an early age. They just don't feel comfortable because sometimes people that are sighted can make us feel like they don't want us around, or they don't know how to be around us. I should say, like, at the end of the day, we are humans. We are people with feelings. We are people who we can help you sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's we don't want to be in a relationship with people where they feel like they're always giving to us and we're always taking. It's not fair. It's not, at the end of the day, it's for us to grow and to be, oh my goodness, just to really be a part of the world, to be a part of this life, to be a part of our own life, and not to feel inferior, not to feel fear, and not to feel like we're going to be taken advantage of because we are visually impaired. So the objective of Blind Living YouTube channel is to share individuals' stories and give them an opportunity to share their story in the way that they would love to share it, in a way that you all can see that being visually impaired does not mean that you cannot live a rewarding life, does not mean you can't do something, does not mean you are unable to live your best life, honey. Because we love travel. Listen, I can't speak for everybody, but I know I like to travel. I know I like to hang out with some of my friends and my family. And so I'm very appreciative of the people that I come in contact with. And I just feel the love. So I want to give back and give the opportunity, a platform to show love, to show confidence, to show truth, to show care, to show the ability, if we speak about it and bringing that awareness, things can change and things will change. With unity, there's love, there's peace, there's kindness. And so as a group, as a community of blindness, as a community of people that are sighted, it's time for us to see us and see us being us, right? So again, thank you so much for tuning in to Blind Living YouTube channel. There are so many great things that are coming up. We're going to have an opportunity to actually go out into the community and speak to people that are sighted, bringing an opportunity for people to, like I said, that are visually impaired to actually share their stories. And so you're going to see all of these great things in this YouTube channel. So again, you need to like, subscribe, and share it so everyone else can get an opportunity to really just come in and just see the full spectrum of it. You know what I mean? We're gonna have a conversation. It's time to have a conversation. It's time for us to be candid. It's time for us to give you all an insight on a life as a person who is blind and visually impaired, because we do pretty much everything everyone else can do. We just do it different. Like, but there is a but. I do not drive, and I do know a lot of people that are visually impaired that do not drive. Now, there are some people that are legally blind that can drive. So, see, some of you would like, really? They can do that? Yes, they can. Yes, they can. It's about your vision. Everyone's vision is different. Like I said, it's a spectrum. So some may have peripheral vision that can see really good out the side of their eye. Some may have central vision that can see really good, just tunnel vision, you know. Some have spotted vision and probably can see, you know, out of the little holes really good. It just depends on that person's vision. So what I can see, someone else may not be able to see, and vice versa, right? So at the end of the day, it's about sharing that spectrum, giving you all insight on that, because there's one time, true story, I was coming, where was I going? My brother, he was actually coming kind of like out of the bathroom area, and I was going towards the kitchen area. So we were kind of like crossing paths in a sense. But his wife at the time, she was doing something with the radio. So when the radio came on, she started dancing, and I just happened to look over there. Now, mind you, the room is dark on one side, but then there's light on the other side. So I can see, you know, with the light on, right? I can see kind of like with the light off, but it just really depends. Now, I can't see details, but I can see her body moving, right? And I'm looking over there, and I'm looking at her, and I'm like, girl, you dancing? I said, okay, girl, get it like that. And he was like, you can see her? You can see. You can see. And this is when I, you know, kind of first started, you know, losing my vision or whatever. And so I was just like, wow, I wish I can see. Like, I wish I could drive. But, and it kind of hurted my feelings. I'm gonna say it was to the point to where I was just like, man, I'm gonna have to constantly explain my vision to people. Like, that's the part that hurts. And it really hurts when it's family, because now you're like, okay, just because I saw that little thing, you mean to tell me like now everything is like, oh, she can see, oh, will she see what she want to see? I'm sure y'all heard that before, those who are visually impaired. But it's true. In some ways, it is true. Like, if you're in a space, like I'm in this room, I know where everything is at because this is my space. This is my room, right? If I go to a place that's unfamiliar to me, it's very difficult for me to see what's going on. So be mindful of that. So don't necessarily point out everything. Oh, this person did this. Oh, this person did this. Sometimes we just do things because we remember. Memorization, you know, things like that. So like when I go out to places, if I've been there once or twice, I may not have to use my cane. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different strokes for different folks. It's really you getting to know the individual as a person that's blind, visually impaired. And if you don't want to get to know, that's okay. But as you will continuously watch this YouTube channel, you will see the different views, you will see the different opinions, you will see the different people, you will see that we are, you know, different all around. So at the end of the day, keep watching this YouTube channel, because you're going to get a lot of information that will help you. For those who are thinking of hiring people that are blind, visually impaired, for those persons that will be like, you know, I want a friend that's blind and visually impaired. So for you to, you know, to step out, you know, just step out the box a little bit. And it really gives us the opportunity to be a part of a community, of a world that, you know, have included us in it, you know, instead of just looking at something like, whatever, because I've heard some horror stories, you know what I mean? it was one of those situations where people are always talking about, well, they can't do that, they can't do this. I wouldn't let them watch my kids and this and this and that. Girl, boo. For real. I have 2 kids, honey. And yes, we've had some situations before, but we've all had situations, cited or unsighted, right? And so at the end of the day, you can't put any negative stipulations on me or negative thoughts towards me just because I have a disability. And so at the end of the day, that's what I really want to bring awareness to, is to share a space where we can have an open conversation, and there are opportunities to be explored for people that are visually impaired to live their best life. So again, like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell if you see it. Bye.